Such love has no fear, because perfect love expels all fear. That's 1 John 4:18. Mark this moment, because what's coming next just isn't another relationship. It's real love, the kind of love that heals what broke you, not repels it. The kind of love that doesn't rush you, but recognizes who you really are and your value and your worth. And if you're watching this, our Abba Father God is about to rewrite how you experience love. Love is about to find you, but not like before. See, many of us have mistaken attention for affection or consistency for commitment. But God is about to introduce you to a kind of love that mirrors His, love that is patient, love that is safe, love that is certain. The reason it hasn't shown up yet is because He's been preparing you, preparing your heart to receive it, not to chase it. Because so many of us, we want to be loved, we want people's affection, we want their attention, that we'll do anything to have it. And that a lot of times is just chasing after people and giving and giving and giving. But that, when you do that, my sister and brother, that's not real love. See, you had to unlearn the idea that love equals pain, because parents taught us, I'm spanking you because I love you. I'm doing this because I love you. And I've heard people talk about in relationships, a man will beat them saying, I do this because I love you. I gave you that black eye because I love you. That's not love. You had to learn that peace is proof of God's presence. And God wasn't withholding love from you. He was protecting you from the incorrect kind of love. See, when you prayed and asked God for real love, many of us want to be married. We want relationships. We want to go to the movies. We want to hold hands. We want all of these things. God didn't say no to you. He said, that person is not the one. Every unanswered call, every closed door was God's protection of you. And we have to understand that God's love for us doesn't always open up every door we want, doesn't always give us every relationship we want. And sometimes we feel like God is denying us the love we want. Why did God give it to them, but He didn't give it to me? Why did God open the door for them, but He didn't open the door for me? See, you thought that rejection meant you weren't enough. But heaven saw how much of you kept giving away to people who never planned to stay, or who never really loved you. They loved your hand. They loved your loyalty. They loved your resources. They loved your caring, but they never genuinely loved you, and they never were going to give you the love that you deserve. Real love recognizes your worth immediately. It doesn't play with it. It doesn't string you along, because it's sent from God, who created you, who created love. And I want you to know that in the waiting, in the preparing, God is preparing you for covenant, a real covenant. God doesn't send soul ties. He sends assignments. He sends purpose. He sends godly connection. And when it's real, it won't confuse your spirit. You won't have to beg for consistency. You won't have to beg for their loyalty. You'll feel peace, not panic. Because a lot of us, we're always wondering, let me text them. Where are they? Let me text them. Why they respond? Let me ride around here, because I've been texting them and I've been calling and they not answering my call or my text. That's a soul tie. That's confusion. That's not real love. God will always begin by refining your discernment, so that when the right person shows up, you won't sabotage the relationship. You won't bring, so to speak, old baggage from past wounds, past pain, past disloyalty in the new thing. God won't bring that to you. He'll refine you first. You'll know true love by its fruits and by the way it draws you closer to God, to the person, not away from God. Because that person, whoever God connects you with, they are going to be equally yoked, so to speak. I'll say that. They'll be equally yoked. They'll draw you closer to God. They'll be your purpose partner. They'll be one that loves you in pain. They'll be the one that loves you even in the midst of all your flaws and frailties. They won't push you away. They won't use you. They won't mishandle you when you're in a wounded state, right? But that only comes from the person that God sends you. So I want you to know your season of isolation is your training ground right now. God is preparing you again to give you discernment on knowing. Because that quiet season, it's not punishment. And a lot of times when we feel like we're in isolation, what did I do wrong, God? You're punishing me for this. Why, God, won't you talk to me, God? Why won't you tell me what I need to do so I get out of this isolation? It's not what you need to do. It's what you need to grow in. It's pruning. If you are a gardener, let me not even say you have to be a gardener. When a person gives you roses, a woman, let me speak to you. When a man gives you roses or a person gives you roses, as you see they start to wilt, what do? You break off the dead pieces so they grow again and they start to re-sprout up. Or when you plant a seed and you start to see it grow, or you have a plant in your house and you see dead leaves on it, what do? So that it keeps growing and becomes beautiful, you tear off those old things, right? And that's what God is doing, because you've grown up with so much brokenness in your life that when real love comes, if you're not pruned and healed in those broken areas, you will cause the real love that God brings you to walk away. God needs you healed. And he needs to heal you in privately so you can love the person and the person can love you publicly. Because the person he's bringing won't complete you. They'll complement the person that God has molded you into, what he's already completed in you. So don't rush God's timing. Don't rush the process. Because when it happens, it will feel natural. It will be God ordained and you'll know it. It won't be forced. And you'll realize that this time, love isn't something you found. It's something that found you when you were finally ready. What does the Bible say? When a man finds a wife, he finds a good thing. You man, when you're healed and you're ready, you'll find her. You woman, when you're healed and you're ready and God knows that you will divinely connect for your assignment and your purpose, God will cause it to happen, like Boaz and Ruth, right? The story of Ruth and Naomi. God divinely orchestrated that she was ready. When you are ready, God will cause the true love to find you. So if you've been wondering when it'll happen, when it'll be your turn, when you'll get to walk hand in hand with somebody, when you'll have your movie dates, when you'll have your night dinners, when you'll have your pillow talks, when you'll have those texts, I love you, just thinking about you, when you have that, when it's your turn, this is your confirmation that God hasn't forgotten about your heart. Remember, not just you, but your heart. He's been preparing you for the someone who will handle you with care, who will love you completely, even when it's not good, even when it doesn't feel good, even when you all are having trying times, even when your finances may not be in order, because that's one of the biggest reasons that people break up, because of financial reasons. And so I just want to thank God for teaching us that love isn't meant to hurt us or haunt us, or we don't have to chase real love. Prepare us, God, for the kind of love that reflects who only you are. God is going to steady us and bring us kindness and true love that will honor us. God, I pray that God will heal the parts of us that's so broken that we won't have the stench of that brokenness as he releases us into real love. And that he will remind you and I that what's coming is worth the wait. I want you to mark this moment, my sister and brother, because soon, real soon, you'll look back and realize that this was the day that God was whispering to you in those quiet moments, in that isolation season. God was rewriting and writing a love story all along. And so you don't have to chase people. You don't have to chase the love that was meant to break you. And so I want you to mark this moment that real love is about to find you. Stay in faith. Believe God to do what only he can do. You don't have to chase love. You don't have to beg for love. You don't have to buy love. Gifts are some people's love language, but gifts are not the foundation of whether or not somebody really loves you. It's their loyalty. It's their commitment to honoring God first and then honoring you. So God is preparing you for real love, my sister and brother. God is rewriting your love story. Trust him. Trust him. Wait on God to do it. You don't want to be broken again. You don't want to find yourself your heart in pieces or in shambles, so to speak. Just trust God. I just come to encourage you that Real love is about to find you. And I know many of you have been patiently waiting, but in this season, and it could happen before the end of this year. It could happen before tomorrow. You can be in the grocery store tomorrow and God will cause you to meet. And I want you to stop looking at aesthetics. We got to get that out of mind. Stop looking at aesthetics. I know we want someone that looks like, but your purpose partner may not look like what you think he or she should look like. Trust God. God is preparing you for real love. I pray that this bless you, my sister and brother. I pray that this causes you to wait on God's timing and not rush and chase what looks to be a relationship of love to you. Because we'll chase after affection, and just because somebody affectionately holds us or loves us or we think it's love, we think this might be the one. Let God reveal it to you, and he will. I pray that you are blessed, my sister and brother. Shalom.